This is a boat, and this is a beer. Currently, only one of these statements are true, but hopefully, with enough beer, by the end of this video, they'll both be true. All right, now that we have that corny intro out of the way, my goal here is to make a paddleboard slash boat that is portable enough that I can move it around by myself, but it's big enough that I could still transport or hold anywhere from 1 to 6 people comfortably. So if you're building a boat, the first thing you need is a motor, right? So this is the Isle Megalodon, and it actually comes with mounts to install a motor. So they do sell an aluminum plate. It's $225 and it's been out of stock forever. So we're going to build our own. I went on Amazon, and the first piece to our puzzle is going to be just a little thin titanium plate. I think this was about 15 bucks. So our titanium plate is going to go come something like that. You'll see it doesn't cover all of the bolt holes, but that's fine. This is the widest one that I could find. And then we have a cutting board. It's 1/2 inch thick. It's essentially starboard. So then we'll have our cutting board on top there, and that does cover the entire plate. And then if you guys are familiar with the brand Newport, this is a clone off Amazon, exact same mount that they have from what I can tell. And we're going to have that on top. So that should be pretty strong, but we'll test it out and see. So we're going to need a motor. Fortunately, I ordered the Newport 3 horsepower electric motor about 18 days ago. Still not here, but I also ordered the Newport 55-pound trolling motor. So the top battery is a 12-volt 50 amp, and that'll be for the Newport. And when the 3 horsepower gets here, we have a 38-volt 50 amp hour battery we'll be using for that. So again, I said I need to be able to transport this thing. It needs to be lightweight, be able to move around. So I bought some kayak wheels off Temu. I think these were about $70 or so. Don't quote me on that. It may have actually been a little bit cheaper. Now, what's a boat without shade? We're going to need shade. So this is a Bimini top. Again, actually, did I get this off Temu? I think I Amazoned this one. It was about $125, but it looked like one of the better quality Bimini tops. The top is 600D, I believe, so it should be a thicker material. Anyway, it's 8 feet long, 56 inches wide, so it's pretty big. Hopefully we can make this work. We'll see. Then we have some chairs. These are just really lightweight stadium chairs. I'm trying to stay as light as possible with this thing. And then what's a boat without a cooler? All right, the first thing we're going to try to do, I think, is put these motor mounts on. So let's see how that goes. All right, so this is probably not the best way to do this, but this is the way I'm going to do it. I'm going to make a template with a piece of cardboard. Then I'm going to use that to drill the holes in our cutting board and our titanium plate for the motor mount. So I was actually able to nail the bottom 4 bolts dead on. So those are good. The top 4, I ended up putting a slot. You can kind of see that. Just use the drill to widen it out a little. All right, drilling holes in that titanium proved a little bit difficult than I anticipated. And honestly, I don't know that we need it. So this is what we ended up with. And I think it turns out pretty good. So this is actually a non-skid on this cutting board also, which was kind of like I lucked out getting that. But I think it's going to work out pretty well. It feels super secure. I mean, this is not going anywhere. Okay, there we go. We have the motor mounted on here, and I think everything looks pretty good. The only thing I'm not 100% happy with is how this cutting board does not support the back side of the motor mount, the mount that the trolling motor is actually mounted to. I didn't have enough width or length the other way to reach all of the mounting points. So I would prefer if this board was a few inches longer and it supported the back side of this motor mount back here. But I think it's terrible because the trolling motor itself is actually resting on the back of the paddleboard, and so it's going to support it there also. Next step is the Bimini top. I'm going to try to attach this without using these inflatable boat mounts that I bought. These just glue onto the sides of the paddleboard or your inflatable boat, and it connects to the Bimini top. I'm going to try to use the existing straps and hooks that are on the paddleboard so I can take this on and off easily. We'll see how that works out. This fabric actually feels pretty nice, pretty heavy duty. Assembly so far, not too bad. Yes, we did it. I'm actually starting to get kind of excited about this. Okay, so what I've decided is I'm going to have to glue these mounts to the widest part of the board because this Bimini top is made for something 54 inches to 60 inches, and the widest part of this paddleboard is 54 inches. So it's going to be pretty tight. I may have to try to bend these poles in a little bit, but let's see how it works out. Okay, what we're going to do now is I'm going to take the mounting pad for the Bimini top that we're going to glue to the paddleboard. I'm going to scuff it with just 600 grit sandpaper. I'm going to do the same thing to the paddleboard in the position I'm going to glue it. And then I'm going to clean it with just regular rubbing alcohol. And then the glue we're going to use is HH66 vinyl cement. I'm going to make sure I scuff it up really good. I'll let this dry for a few seconds. I'm going to be pretty generous with the glue on both surfaces, and I'm going to let it sit there for a couple minutes till it gets kind of tacky, a little dry. All right, now that I have it on there, I'm going to run a bead of glue along this leading edge. It's on the most curved part of the paddleboard because there is a slight gap. Okay, we got our Bimini mounts glued to the boat. It's definitely not the prettiest job, but for now, I think they'll work. We'll go ahead and we'll clean up this glue with some adhesive remover in a little while. But now, I think the next thing we're going to do is install the wheels. All right, the last thing we're going to open up is the chairs. They're just, again, super cheap chairs that I got off of Temu. There's just something to sit on and kind of support you a little bit. It's probably not going to be a great chair, but it's better than nothing. All right, these chairs absolutely suck. All right, it's testing day. Today, we're going to test the 55-pound Newport trolling motor, but hopefully the other motor comes in tomorrow and we'll test that also. I did get the Bimini top installed, and I think it's looking pretty sweet. It's going to offer up a lot of shade. Again, it is 8 feet long. A couple changes that I made last night. I cut 2 inches width. You can see the tape right here out of all of those poles. So it was a little bit wide for the paddleboard. It was putting a lot of strain on these mounts. Don't look at my ugly glue job. I'm going to clean that up. And I was afraid it was going to be too much stress on them and that was going to make it pop off. So I just cut 2 inches out of each of the 4 poles. For now, I just taped it up so I can get on the road quick, but maybe I'll drill some holes and install some cotter pens in there. But yeah, now we have 8 feet of shade. Something else that I did, I don't think I showed you guys this. I just cut out on the cutting board so I have access to the ports on both sides. I put some acorn nuts on top of these star nuts, just a little backup in case, plus it covers up those bolts. All right, so we made it out here. This thing is huge. There's more than enough space on here for 4 people easily to fit. You saw that I decided I was just going to throw a chair on here, just an old beach chair, and it's working out pretty well. So guys, how you doing? What's up, dude? Okay, a couple observations from today. Overall, I would say it went pretty well. Lots of people asking about it. Does the Bimini top come on it? Do you need to register it? All that stuff. No, the Bimini top doesn't come on it. Yes, you have to register it. But if there's any type of wind with this trolling motor and the size of the paddleboard and this Bimini on it, it's pretty difficult to navigate. So it's super shallow through here. It can be anywhere from a foot to a couple inches. I look forward to trying out the 3 horsepower. A little more power will make it easier. You can see me steering pretty hard right now just to get through here.